Hello everyone, welcome back to Weaving Web3. I'm here with Laurent, head engineer of GNOSIS Pay, and Ben, an engineer from GNOSIS Pay. And we're here to talk about what is GNOSIS Pay and why GNOSIS Pay.
All right. So GNOSIS Pay is a Visa card linked to a wallet, basically. It's a fully self-custodial card. But actually what it boils down to is just a Visa card that is linked to a safe account. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So for those people that don't know, safe is a way where you can create a safe with like a multi-signature. For individuals, let's say Weaving Web3, me and Chris wants to have a safe. We both have to accept a transaction in order to be made. Yeah. So basically, you are safeguarding many people from potentially stealing money from like a company and stuff like that. So why is your Visa different to, let's say, other Visas out there? Because I know there's many companies, many projects that will say we have a non-custodial wallet, and then we also have a Visa card that takes money. What is the advantage of yours compared to others?
So ours is just self-custodial. Basically, that means that you are always in control of your tokens. We cannot access your tokens. What we can do is just fulfill Visa payments. So what that means simply is we can only move the stablecoin that we use for Visa payments within a limit that you control and that you set on chain, and we can only move it to a safe address, or like an address on this chain, which is controlled by Visa even.
Yeah, and more concretely, that also means that if GNOSIS Pay goes down, you still have access to all your funds.
Yeah,
big distinction.
Which is
with
big
other,
important, right?
Other
it's a very big distinction.
Because I used to have crypto.com card, and I know when there was a time where they completely work, all my money that was there was completely lost. And well, not lost. I had no access to it, which is crazy. And I'm like, I can't even withdraw that. But also, why did you choose Gnosis? Why is that chain the most applicable for the solution?
Well, first of all, it's a project that is incubated by Gnosis itself. That's a big reason why it's on Gnosis chain. But also because the chain is actually a very practical chain for this kind of stuff. It has low gas fees. It has quite a bit of DeFi protocols that are coming to the chain as well. That made it a very obvious choice.
Okay, that's interesting. Do you have anything else?
No, on that note, I think that's right.
Sorry. But for me, why would I need to have a decentralized debit card, essentially? What advantage would you offer me compared to me having like a centralized in my Santander bank account, use that and pay? Is there what's the incentive for me as a user?
I mean, we can kind of circle back to the difference between this credit card, crypto credit card, and other crypto credit card. Like, the thing is, if you're part of Revolut, so now Revolut has insurance, and you insure up to 100K, I think, or 150K. But before that, actually, if Revolut went down, your money would have gone down with Revolut. So if you're a normal consumer, you can then still do an IBAN transfer to this pay account, get access to your money, be able to spend anywhere, and if GNOSIS Pay goes down, still be able to use your money.
Yeah, I also think that today the real value proposition is just the self-custodial thing. But in the future, because we're so heavy on-chain with your assets, it will allow people to actually bring those DeFi Lego blocks and kind of build on top of Gnosis Pay network as well. Yeah.
So if I sent my money from my normal debit card to Gnosis Pay, does that get converted into USDC or something, or does it remain fiat currency? How is that work out?
So there's many ways to kind of on-ramp to Gnosis Pay. One of them is just use Monerium. Monerium is the underlying service which provides the stablecoin. You can sign up with an account. And you can actually get an IBAN or a Faster Payments in the UK account linked to your wallet address.
Okay, that's...
You send GBP or euros to the IBAN or Faster Payments account, and they mint on-chain those tokens.
Okay, that's really good.
And then there's other ways, of course, and that is if you have USDC laying around, there's enough liquidity on-chain, you can just go to any DEX and swap.
Straight from the debit card as well. Okay, that's something. That's something that you don't see at all, really.
Yeah.
That's sick. So it also acts as like a decentralized wallet per se.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So one more thing, I get a bit confused about debit cards, and there's a whole fee structure. Do you have a fee structure within your debit card? Whenever I use it, do I have like money taken away from me? Because like I have had like different cards where they take a transaction fee every time I use it. So is there an advantage for me to have a GNOSIS Pay card over like a different international card that will have, let's say, free withdrawals in different countries?
I don't know, you want to answer?
I think the answer is today no, but we're planning on like going to rewards program, cashback, etc.
Okay.
So there's really no fees involved in the card at the moment. We are planning to introduce a fee for ATM withdrawals up to, if you go above a certain amount, like £250 or 50 euros.
Okay.
Then there will be a fee. But apart from that, there's no fees, and we've got a really good exchange rate actually, because we don't take a fee on that. We use the Visa exchange rate, which is better than most banks actually. Yeah.
No, so we're not getting scammed by you guys. Okay, that's the good thing, right? If you've got better rates, then absolutely, because like someone like a traveler me would make sense to, let's say, have a GNOSIS Pay card. Because for a long time, when I was younger, I didn't even realize that I was getting ripped off by the bank, charging me an extra fee of that. That's why when I discovered Revolut, you have near exact exchange rates, but still they're not, let's say, the best at it, right? Is there anything else that you want to say about GNOSIS Pay that maybe I haven't asked the question for about?
I think something that we'd like to share is another like really big advantage, and why we're here actually today at this crypto conference is that it's possible to build on top of GNOSIS Pay, where it's not really possible to build really cool apps on top of Revolut.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about that.
So some cool things. So right now we have like some people hacking on all kinds of stuff, and one of the things they were working on is how to auto top up your account. So something would go below a certain value, then they would get some USDC or some yield-bearing tokens from somewhere and transfer it onto your GNOSIS Pay. And that's not something really possible anywhere else.
So I could have like, let's say, staked ETH, and my balance would be constantly going up.
Yeah, that's right.
That's one of the projects that people work on.
Really fascinating. That's a really cool concept. So basically, would I also earn like an APR on, like, let's say, I know certain cards haven't. You get, if I put, I don't know, £100, I'll get like 1%, 2% APR. Does that your card automatically have that?
So our product doesn't offer it out of the box yet, but people here have been working on it, and that's kind of like the power of doing stuff on chain, right?
Yeah.
So some people, they made like, an automatic yield-bearing token conversion if your balance dropped below a certain point. And their idea was basically, like keep your tokens yielding until the last moment when you need to buy that coffee.
That is so. That's kind of mind blowing, because you're like, the bank would hate that, you earning money and stuff like that. That's a completely different concept. I didn't even think of. Wow. So I'm earning money, but also spending money, and at the very last moment, liquidating my assets.
And you have the choice. If you have like a bank, you put your money in a bank, and they have an interest rate. That's the only interest rate you're going to get. In this case, if you're a GNOSIS Pay customer, you can actually choose whoever is building this yield-bearing interest platform. There can be more than one. You can pick yours. You can build your own,
That's
and it
crazy.
can roll over your card.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you literally are giving people back their money that the banks are stealing from.
It's literally an open network for you to actually.
That is. Wow, this is exciting. Like I didn't think like a normal that's crazy that no one's thought about this before, because like you see all these debit cards and you're like, oh yeah, we're giving you interest, but isn't that interest just coming from like the fundraisers that they did, and once they run out, the 8%, once I remember in 2019, you used to get 10% cash back on crypto.com, but then they're like, oh yeah, sorry, we're only going to give you 0.1% now.
Yeah.
So it's like. But now if you call this restaking, that is a game changer.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I am excited. But now I was thinking, like, I actually want a card. Is there a way how we can like get a card, or how would we sign up to get?
So normally, GNOSISPay.com, you just can do a KYC if you're in the UK or in Europe. And you specifically, you can come to our booth, do KYC, leave with a card today.
What do you need? Like my passport? I've got my passport with me.
You just need to sign up. And you can leave with the card.
Sign up.
Yeah.
Fill out the KYC form, and once you're approved, like come to our booth and we'll give you a card.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for. I don't know, come on this podcast. I'm super excited. It's not often I get excited by like certain projects because like for me certain projects just copy and paste, but like this is like real innovation. I'm super excited. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having us.